Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rum and Regret podcast. I am Andy Drake.
Johanna Myers.
Nate Tussey, and we drink and we know things.
It is Tuesday, August 6th. And just like last time, it's been a minute. Real life gets in the way sometimes, but what the hell? We're back and we're talking our stuff. If you're here for the first time, take a quick second, follow us so you find out when we drop a new podcast. But hey, we're here. We're talking. So we have all finished now Interview with the Vampire Season 2, so that will probably be the bulk of our discussion tonight. But we will also discuss the rumblings that have happened since we've last podcast. The Boys Season 4 finale. House of the Dragon just wrapped up. And all the juicy San Diego Comic-Con bits. So yeah, we can roll into it with Joe. How's the Horror Corner looking?
I am 110% obsessed with Interview with the Vampire, the show. I finally finished season 2. And you have to freeze me, Andy, for season 3.
Yeah. All right. So
wait.
can we give the God, what award should we call this? We got to give Nate an award.
Yeah, you
for starting Interview.
Literally watch the whole thing
within
so
a day,
fast.
In less than 24 hours. Yeah.
The Persistence Award?
Yeah.
More,
what do we call that?
More of like the last minute prepper award. And it'll have like a jerry can and, like zombie apocalypse gear on it.
I mean, Nate, well done, sir. Well done.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, please torture me with amazing TV for 8+ hours. That was fantastic. Yeah. And I think we should just skip right to the season 3 trailer first before we talk about anything else. But let's do it in whatever order makes sense.
I mean,
if they wanted to create like Joe's ideal man, it happened.
Okay.
So here's the thing. I'm going to start this out because, like, if you go back to previous podcast, I've always said I want to see Sam Reed as the Vampire Lestat, and they're gonna fucking do it, and they're gonna do it right, and I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Like 80s music, him being a little shit of just like, I don't need makeup. What?
Does it look like I need you? Yeah. Oh, look, there's a goblet on the table. The teaser got released at San Diego Comic-Con for season 3, obviously going into the book The Vampire Lestat, where Lestat becomes a major rock star. And this is so it's funny. So I saw that this dropped, right? Immediately I'd show my wife, who loves the books, and of course she's over my shoulder screaming like a little girl.
I love you, JB.
Right.
I was doing the same thing.
Yeah. And so anyway, next I send it to you, and I forget exactly what you said, but like the screams have just come from
the inhuman screams.
Yeah. But yeah, just I'm sure like that was just filmed just to sort of get it, like have something for San Diego Comic-Con. Like it's not actual like season 3 footage, which is just incredible. And I mean, yeah, like Sam Reed, man, he's this is going to be his role. I have a feeling this will be his like career defining role.
Well, and like going into, because I just went obsessive about it. Like he's a big fan of the books, so like he is like his heart is in Lestat. Like he's one of us.
He gets it.
And it's I'm like, yes, that's why he did so good.
Right. Yeah. Well, and it's funny too, sort of transitioning this into the season 2 talk is that I was worried how much of the show Sam Reed would be in season 2, because he's kind of sidelined in in the book. He's certainly sidelined in the movie. Obviously, after Claudia and Louis get out of Dodge, he's not there. Right. Yeah. So I didn't know how much of Sam Reed was going to be in season 2. And I love how they peppered him in.
Yeah.
Like,
I love that doesn't happen until late in the season for anybody that hasn't read the thing and doesn't know the thing yet. We didn't walk through that because that's
him not being there is a huge part of the season 2, and like just being an apparition for Louis,
yeah,
and being in his head the whole time. And then I don't remember a lot of the book. I have to read it again. The first time I read it, I think I was in high school, and I don't think I read it again since. But
yeah,
I wasn't ready for the reveal.
Oh yeah,
like it happened, and I went, oh, what the fuck? Wait, what? And I remember a lot of the other stuff that happens, but man.
So I think if we're talking about the reveal, the trial reveal of
right.
I think that comes into play in the Vampire Lestat the book. That's when you kind of get that his version of the story
events,
his events. Yeah. That's when you find out that Lestat was there. Right. Oh, whoops. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's where that comes into play.
No, I think you're right. So Joe, as the rum and regret expert on the books, how do you feel this half of the last half of Interview with the Vampire lived up to giving its due respect to the book?
I think it did pretty damn good.
Yeah.
And
it is such a different monster because it is, it is sort of set in the future, and
there's a lot of differences, but they definitely stuck to the bones and the heart of what actually happened.
Yeah.
And so the end of the season for me was the one where I was like, how are they going to do this? Because you've got all the changes to Armand,
right?
Which aren't like once you get it past the trial and stuff, they aren't that different. But like the whole Daniel, like where they're going to go with Daniel and Armand, because I'm trying not to spoil things, but.
Go for it.
I mean, no, we're there, but
So, and Armand's or Daniel's obviously a vampire,
right?
Yeah, and he's like his producer in the future, because you hear him in the trailer. You can hear him in the background setting up, like directing the film, or the documentary that Lestat's filming for. You can hear him talking. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, so that's where I'm just kind of like, how are they going to do this? Let's see. I'm so excited. But other than that, like the whole Claudia and Madeline scene and Santiago, oh, buddy, that was well done. And Santiago is just perfect.
He really is.
Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna like him when I first saw him on screen. I'm like, wait, isn't it the fucking Slytherin dude? And holy fuck, I completely, after that first thought, it didn't matter.
Yeah,
his performance was just
perfect,
fantastic,
and that's how he is in the book. He's that smarmy asshole in the book, and that have to be perfect on stage.
Makes sense. Yeah.
I really loved the fact that, again, that we got a full season of the second half of the book, and they spent so much time in Paris at the theater, and we literally because it was almost a blink in the movie, really, right?
Yeah,
that they're just sort of there. He meets Armand, they do the thing, and then that's it, right?
Yeah.
But really get to see the sort of the almost the seduction of Claudia to get her into their sort of chops, right? And then the sort of the long con to really just make her hate herself, right? And make her really just sort of hate that she's part of this. And I love how they spent so much time with her in that story, making her, giving her the little baby role and making her play the little baby role. And I love all of the fan people that come and are singing the songs and are dressed like her and everything,
for the blood and Gallagher show.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, that song was horrible. I love the best part was towards the end when right. What's her name? Madeline was like, God, you should kill whoever wrote that. Like, yes, thank you.
100%.
So bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and getting more of Armand too, of like, like in the movie, it's, you know, just like you said, a blip of just like, hell, he's the owner of the theater, and here you go, it's Antonio Banderas. Blink and you miss him.
Yeah.
So it's like you get more of like his history and how much he's in with Lestat and Louis. Like there's, you know, there's history there.
Right. No, and I again, they spent so much time there, so you get to know that Lestat was part of it. Like he helped, you know, he helped birth the theater, right? And he was definitely had his, for lack of a better term, his fangs in it, right? To get it started. And so that was, I just love that was hanging over them the whole time, you know, with you know, Louis and Claudia, and trying to keep it from the rest of the theater. Like, oh yeah, we know Lestat. We ripped his neck up and left him for dead in New Orleans. You know, I love that part of it. And it was like, yeah, your guys aren't fooling anybody. Like we know the second we said his name, like we figured it out, right? I just thought that part was great. But I mean, it's just, I want to kind of go back because I guess we can talk about the trial at the end, right? At the end of our talk here, because it's the end of the series, but or the end of the season anyway. But I love that the fact that they referenced the original interview, and we actually got to see bits of the original interview, the 1970s.
Yep.
Kudos to the young actor who pulled off the young Daniel, because I thought he did a hell of a job.
Yeah.
You know,
as well too. Jesus.
Oh yeah. But I love that they reference that, you know, I was so young, I wasn't asking the right questions, and it was like, yeah, we were youngish too, you know, not right. You know, not really. So I love that they reference that, and just like
his words were something to the effect of, I can't read anything that I wrote before Michael Jackson's hair caught on fire.
Right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I also like the fact that Louis went nuts after he drained him during that interview, because he was so drug-addled.
Right.
And that was the whole reasoning, I guess, was part of the reasoning why he crashed so hard and tried to immolate.
Tried to burn himself out. I love it. And I love the sort of detective work there. It's like you slam one door here, and then you slam another door here. Like, where did you go? And but yeah, just you know, pulling those bits together and just seeing, you know, like what Armand did and all that stuff. Like that was I don't know. It was so good. Yeah. It was so well done. You know,
talk about betrayal too. I mean, you can't like, whatever you could think to do to somebody, you can't lie to them for almost 8 decades about saving him.
Killing their daughter.
Saving him from a thing, and being so apologetic about not being able to save her or his fledgling, and then it all ends up that it was fucking Lestat that did the saving. It revealed by the reporter in the interview, like,
which that was like, so the guy that plays Daniel, kudos to him.
Yeah, he's
fantastic. So much, like, fantastic.
Eric Bogosian,
but
Eric Bogosian.
This scene where he was just like, so let me I've got a couple questions.
Yeah.
And like I had to watch that episode over again because I didn't catch the handoff. And so once the big reveal comes, I was like, oh, wait, that was the newspaper. Oh, Talamasca. The dude gave him shit. Oh, God. Like, I literally lost my mind. I was like, what's happening?
Yeah, I love the subtle IMs from the Talamasca during the whole season. Like,
we thought it was MI6 at one point.
Right.
Couldn't figure out who it was. He does the Talamascan rep or whatever. I can't remember. Who is that? So familiar. He says the order at one point in the conversation.
Yeah.
At that point, I was like, okay, shit. Okay, there it goes.
So, and a bit of book stuff. His name Raglan James. He is of the Talamasca and is in Tale of the Body Thief. I'm just going to leave that there. So once I saw that name, I was like, oh my God.
Leonardo DiCaprio. And
seriously, like, oh shit.
Did you guys catch the Akasha reference when they go to kill Lestat?
Mm-hmm.
That was fucking awesome.
I have the blood of Akasha in me.
Blood of Akasha. You're like, oh, wait.
Which again, like, I'm so bad.
Wait, Aaliyah? You have the blood of Aaliyah? Hang on.
I was like, when did he actually drink from Akasha? When was that? I'm like doing the timeline, like, like was that
because
his?
Well, because in the book, it's his voice that wakes her up, right?
Yeah. Well, I was like, wait, was that the voice when he was playing in the band, or was that the voice? And so the timeline is correct,
right?
Yeah. But I had that moment of just like, wait, what?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I again, and I love that they spent so much time with the relationship with Claudia and Madeline too. I thought that was, again, you have so much time to really develop these storylines, you know, in a series versus a movie, and I'm glad that they just didn't try to fit the whole book into one season now, because man, like, and I said it before in a podcast, but now that you guys are here and you see it, this Delaney Walker, the girl who played Claudia this season, God, man, she
Isn't
killed
Delaney
it.
Walker
football player? That's wrong. Delaney
Delaney Walker's a football player. Claudia was played by
Delaney something.
She's fantastic though, and they call it
so
out
good.
Delaney Hayes.
Delaney Hayes. Thank you.
Not Hayes. Hayless. Hayles.
Okay. Yeah. She was incredible. I thought she was incredible this season.
I'm glad it was on the intro card that it said. Then the part of Claudia will now be played by, like, it was a perfect way to do it when you're going right into the teatro.
Right.
I mean, you didn't go right into it. That was the other thing I wanted to say too about this season, that the bookending of them, like, war-torn Eastern Bloc desperation, you know, trying to get past the papers, please people without going too crazy, and then going crazy, obviously, but then finding a group of survivors that are actually good people, and then finding the Necronomicon revisited or
right,
living Necron in the woods, and then that whole arc was really great. And then to end it, you know, in present day Dubai, I am the night, you know.
Yes.
I thought was really cool.
Louis' monologue at the end was incredible. Like, I just thought, like, if they expand upon that in season 3, like, of him being just this, like, you know, because the book's going to be out there at this point, right? So, like, oh man.
Yeah, I mean, well, they confirmed that season 3 is going to be Interview with a Vampire, where he becomes a rock star. So that would be before the challenge that Louis just issued, right?
That's right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Can we please get Queen of the Damned after that?
Yeah,
because they dropped Akasha's name, and then now we're gonna get this stuff. Like,
well, no, Akasha is in the Vampire Lestat, the book. So
yeah,
that whole arc starts in that book.
Is the whole thing nice? Okay,
yeah.
So you're gonna, if they do it right, you're gonna get Akasha.
Yes,
yeah,
and Enkel.
I'm sure that'll be that'll be big.
And Marius.
Oh, right. Wow. So who are we going to fan cast for Akasha now? Jesus Christ.
Right. Oh. Yeah.
Ooh. Oh God. Oh shit. I just lost her name. I had a dream where she was killing me, like John Wick style.
Okay. Wow.
Oh, Anna de Aramis?
No. Anna de Aramis couldn't do that. I mean, she could pull it off, but no.
Daddario?
Janelle Monáe.
Oh yeah,
fucking kill it in that role. She's insane.
Yeah, that'll be that'll be big news when they cast Akasha, I'm sure.
Yeah, I was excited at the end because, like, I kind of figured it was going to end with Louis just basically saying that's it, that's all.
Yeah,
and that whole, like, little bit at the end of, you know, like, finding out, you know, Daniel goes on, you know, good morning today, and is obviously a vampire.
It's like,
and like Louis calls everybody out. I was like, oh wow, okay.
Yeah, well, and I love the interaction between Louis and Lestat in New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was hurricane. Yeah, I thought that was incredible. I thought that was really well done.
Yeah, so that and the theater stuff were super beefed up as like for me, like from the movie. Like the movie, you just get like one theater play and that's it, and you know it's just like okay.
The roast underground,
yeah, and it, you know it's like that stuff that it's like it gives meat and potatoes to it.
Yeah. So Joe, did anything about the season irk you as a avid book fan here?
Like I said in our chat, I will say, and I 100% understand why they don't do this. Yeah. But it's the Claudia age and the Armand. Like, they got Armand a little bit better. Close. And I get why they don't do Claudia, because she's 5 years old in the books.
Right.
So, I mean, it's like, that's kind of weird. And, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get why they don't do it. But it does kind of take away from the tragedy of Claudia. Sure. Of like, imagine being a 60-year-old woman in a 5-year-old body.
Yeah.
I mean, versus a 14-year-old, 16-year-old, you know, come on. Like, it all sucks, but 5 years old is really fucking shitty. And it also makes how, you know, they can't, like, a 5-year-old vampire can't take care of itself.
Right.
Then that's kind of the whole thing of why you don't make vampires that young. Right. So, you know, that kind of gets a little weird.
Yeah.
And just the fact that Armand has never been quite right. Like,
yeah, right.
What's missing about this Armand? I thought he was fantastic.
He's not young enough, not red-haired enough, not Italian enough. Yeah. I'm not trying to be any kind of racist, but I'm just like, that's what he was. That's what he was in the books.
He's the wrong race.
I'm not.
Was he though? I mean, so was his origin the same though? Like he was sold into slavery in ancient like India, Cairo area. Like if that was the case, then he's not going to be a redhead Italian.
No, I swear he was like a redhead Italian.
Yeah, no, he was a redhead.
I think he was he was into sold into slavery, but I'm pretty sure he was a redheaded Italian.
Right. Yeah.
And he was 17.
Yeah. And it's hard, you know.
He was a cherub. Like they always described him as like a Botticelli cherub.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. It's hard, you know, it's definitely hard to find actors that can pull off what they're trying to do and be that young. Right. And we do have some, and I mean, but there are really good younger actors out there that could probably handle it.
But that being said, this Armand, way better than Antonio Banderas, and I love Antonio
for sure.
Banderas. way closer in like the vibe of the theme of Armand, and you know, like he's one of the oldest vampires.
Yeah.
And you know, he's stuck in, and again, it's like stuck in a young body of being like he's like 200 years old. And in the books, he's 17. Like, he looks 17.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, aside the age thing, I definitely think they sold the fact that he's been around.
Yeah.
You know? And,
I do they did, like, oh, should I say this? Because I don't want to spoil things for Nate.
No,
just whatever, the sideline they took from the books of him and, like, the him and Louis thing, I'm like, I kind of like where you're going with this, because in the books, Louis had like after the fire, Louis hung with him for a little bit, and then eventually just was like, you know, I can't. You killed Claudia, and I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm out. And so
loved his insults when he was drunk. He's like, "You're boring, you khaki."
Right.
What did you say? Like khaki pants of a man. I forget exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Some of the best shit I've ever heard, though.
But yeah, so like, just I want to see where they go with it, because I was like, when he said like, "This is Armand, the love of my life," I was like, no, nope. Definitely not. That's not how it happened. And so now seeing where they took that, I'm like, okay, I see what you're doing here. I see what you're doing.
Yeah. Well,
and
we
now
get that
Daniel's
little nugget.
Yeah,
and we get the little nugget in the teaser of the person hitting the slate down with the tattoo on it that said Armand told the truth.
Mm-hmm.
I missed that. I did like the your guy is dehydrated.
Oh yeah.
Can we get him some water?
Can we get him some water, please? Yeah. And then when why are we pushing in on him? We're not doing that. He's doing it. Like, I love that. I thought that was great.
And once they like zero in on Lestat and he's talking through obviously his mind, I think those are the first words of the actual book, Vampire Lestat.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah.
And then you get the awesome song.
Right. Yes. I might start and end with that in the cast.
Oh, you should.
when I do
or at least outro it. Yeah, for sure.
Right. Yeah. No, for sure. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Anywho, that's my drunken ramble about an interview that I'm with.
Yeah.
Andy, you're gonna have to freeze me.
No, for sure. I think it was great for them to have that teaser at Comic-Con and to put that out there, and just to have it so close to when the series or the season ended, and have that there for everybody. It's just like, wow, like this is really happening. Like, we don't have to wait. Like, we don't need to wait through like, oh, season 3 is happening and this is, this is how it's going to be and blah, 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 blah. No, like, we got a 4-minute juicy ass trailer of.
Yeah, it was really good. I was number 1 on Screen Rant's 35 biggest San Diego Comic-Con reveals.
Yeah. No, it was fantastic. And then, there's been a slew of the fangirl reactions to this video that have been pretty much what happened over my shoulder and what was described when Joe was just
swing and
there was a girl who paused it when Sam Reed was looking directly at it and then went directly into Careless Whisper.
Nice.
It was just really funny. It was great. I mean, Nate, aside from what was already said, what did you think of season 2, man?
Yeah, I mean, he's no Stuart Townsend, but he'll do.
Yeah.
Oh,
I kind of want to come over to your house and punch you.
Well, shit, the first time you've been here in years, Joe, bring it on.
Oh, it's been called out.
Right? Seriously. No, I loved it. It was fantastic. I mean, I know it took me too long to get to it, but thankfully I was able to wrap through it for the cast. But
no, that's awesome. Yeah,
man, I mean, just the acting all around. There's going to be a major problem when the Emmys hit this next go around, because just like this and Shogun and like show upon show upon show of just stellar acting in every category. It's going to be a very hard to root for certain people, but I mean, like I said before, I love the bookending of, war-torn Eastern Bloc and then ending in Dubai. I really do love that actor that plays David and his kind of journey and the way that he uses his investigative reporting to kind of drive the wedge. I mean, he's doing it on purpose, you could tell. And and he literally gets called out at the very end, like, true to your nature, dropping a bomb as you're walking out kind of thing. And he's like, oh, hold my beer. I found these papers here that have your handwritten notes. Not only did he witness it, he directed it, and the stat save do not hit. Like, just perfectly acted all the way around. Even the bit players that you didn't really see much of. I mean, the lady huntress with her rabbits coming back, in the first couple episodes, offering him shelter and that kind of thing. Just really good stuff. There's nothing really, I don't have anything negative to say about it at all. I loved the way they illustrated Paris at that time. As being very cosmopolitan and like coming back to life after the war, and it being a bastion for art and expression and everything. People are just like exhaling and breathing for the first time, pardon the pun, since vampires don't do that. I for some reason I keep thinking about the rat box and how I can make that a thing.
Right.
Not literally for disposing of people, but I feel like we could probably do a better job of like composting or something like that with the rat box.
Yeah.
It was super creepy. I wanted, I don't know, I guess I wanted more of the rat box.
Right.
Weird for me, I guess, to say, but I think in general, I really loved Armand. He was creepy as fuck, but for some reason he's scared of Louis at the end. Like Louis like, you won't touch him, I will kill you. Like, isn't Armand like 10x more powerful than him? He can freeze time and shit.
Oh, he loves Louis. That's
but I mean, come on.
He wants Louis to stay with him, and so
so Louis the bad guy, and then all this says he just does this.
Louis is the belle of the ball. Louis is the one everybody wants.
Louis.
And Louis doesn't want anybody because Louis got his heart broke when Claudia got lit up. So
well, and then like I said before, that betrayal, the 80 year in the making, find out betrayal at the end was just I love that he went. It wasn't that Armand's house too. It's like,
I think so.
The scorned wife. When I come back, you better be gone. Like, this is my house. What are you talking about?
Then again, you're 200 years old. You don't have safe houses across the fucking continent.
Well, right, but it's not like they have common law marriage in Dubai for vampires. It's like he doesn't inherit the shit, but apparently he does.
He tucked his tail between his legs because he knew he was wrong.
Yeah, but I can't wait to see what happens with the rest of the story. But masterfully told. The Teatro de Vampiro is just chef's kiss. Ridiculous across the board, but so perfect, and I love it.
They threw in Nicholas in this. I was like, oh my god! Like, I texted Andy, I'm like, is that fucking Nikki? Oh my god! So that will come into play in the next season. But I was like, that was a little Easter egg where I was like, oh, but they didn't. Oh my god!
Watching on AMC Plus, getting the little after bits of the show with the producers and the showrunners and some of the actor interviews have been. You can tell like everyone behind this really, really wants to make it right and good, and really, updated obviously, but again, give the books the respect that they deserve. So. It's just, it's really good. It's
98% on the tomato meter right now.
Really?
72 reviews only, but that's really high.
Still, Oh, man, it's fucking good TV, is what it is. It really is.
Yeah. And the books they're so meaty. They need this kind of like, you can't do this in a movie.
Right.
I mean, like the best you could do is the movie in 1998.
Right.
But to see this in like seasons of a show where you get all of the goodies and the meat and potatoes of it, it's awesome. I'm so excited.
And that's exactly how I felt about Golden Compass and then his Dark Materials, is that you really needed a series to make this. An Interview has always been just this the series, the books and everything. It needs space to breathe.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot Cliff Notes Interview with a Vampire because there's just too much going on underneath.
Yeah, I mean, they're hard books to read. Like, they're really hard because just they're long and there's a lot of just explanation and like everything is described to the T of like, okay, it's not just a curtain. Here's like where the curtain was from and how it was made and every color that is in the curtain. That's kind of how these books are written. So to see that care. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah. So any final thoughts on the interview?
Loved it.
Yeah.
Epic. I need to make sure my mom watches this. She's the one I got the book from originally.
Okay. Oh,
She has all of her work going back to, I think, the late 70s.
Oh, really?
All of her work?
She's a super fan. Well, I don't know about all of it, but she was.
I have questions because there's some Anne Rice books that are a little questionable. I would say.
I mean, yeah. My mom went to San Francisco State.
Right
in the 70s, so
can't put anything past
her. Keep Sleeping Beauty away from Eddie. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah. All right. So hell of a horror corner, Joe. Nate, again, dude, epic catch up for the pod. Really, dude, awesome. Awesome.
You can trust a ninja show. That's amazing.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we're so sorry we made you do that.
Oh darn, I had to do that.
So we'll move on to the R&R watch list. Really quick. So on Amazon Prime, I caught up with the Batman Caped Crusader, the animated show that came out. Done really well. I think very, definitely captures the magic of the old animated series for sure. Gender bends a couple of characters too. I think make them
on my list of reveals.
Yeah,
really cool.
a lot better, and I just think it's a very fun, but great voice actors in here, and one of the cool things too is that I got Sander into it. That was pretty cool. He's when we were done with it, he's like, when does the next season come out? I'm like, I don't know. We'll see. We'll wait. So that was good. On sticking with animation on Netflix, Dragon Prince Mystery of Erebos, the new season came out, and we're a few episodes in there. It's such a good show. And Joe, if you haven't watched this and you need some anime to catch up on,
awesome. Yeah, I'm on
it. Okay. Yeah.
I actually do need some anime to watch.
Okay.
Sorry, which one?
Dragon Prince, Mystery of Erebos.
Yeah. Did you watch Blue-Eyed Samurai, Joe?
Oh, of course.
Okay, good. Sorry. I was like, if you haven't seen that, that's your Okay.
So watch it and made a friend watch it.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. But it's a show that's just written really well. Fun modern day sort of references in old, like in a time of dragons and castles and kings and all that good stuff. So it's such a fun watch, and we've been watching it as a family, and everybody's into it, which is great.
We haven't started it yet, Addie and I.
Okay.
Been, kicking around with Rings of Power and The Rookie.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Rookie's so good, man. Rookie's so great.
It's real good. I started from zero. So.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Season 6 came out, but season 7 was announced at Comic-Con. So there's a lot more Dragon Prince to come, which is great.
Dope.
Guilty pleasure for us, Sci-Fi, The Ark season 2 started. And again, it's a show that probably isn't really that great, but for some reason we just love it. And I don't know, if you have time to kill and you need a show to watch, watch The Ark on Sci-Fi. It's really good. You can catch up with it on Peacock as well. So it's
you mean the cock?
It's a show about the sort of Earth not being sustainable anymore, and Earth launching arcs to go to new planets and everything, and and so anyway, but like I said, it's one of those shows that for some reason Jamie and I like to watch.
So it's along with Kevin Hart movies.
Hey, no, we hated those. All right. We legit hated those.
Joe, Scavenger's Reign. If you need anime, that's your next anime assignment. It's fucking brilliant, like Liquid TV brilliant.
Oh, okay.
You will absolutely love it.
Where's it on? Or what's it on?
I want to say it's Netflix.
Okay.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, both you guys need. You really
okay.
need to watch
Yeah.
that.
No, that's something I've been meaning to catch up on for sure.
Yeah, Netflix.
Yeah. With that, back to
Tomatoes, actually. Ooh,
oh yeah, oh nice.
Yeah.
Back to Amazon Prime. Since we've talked last, the Boys season 4 finale aired, and dude, did you watch it, Joe?
Oh yeah, I just forgot what happened.
Right. Yeah.
Victoria Newman is
yes,
sadly no longer.
She lives on in the bed of Jack Quaid.
Right. Yeah.
They're a couple. If you didn't know, and like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The after credits scene, we get Jensen
Ackles
again.
Right.
Soldier Boy.
Yeah.
Who apparently is a total dick on set.
No, he is not. He is a fucking jewel and a treasure.
No, apparently he isn't, because that's not what article that I read. I'll have to find it and send it to you.
I do.
Yeah, apparently people didn't like working with him. So,
oh, really?
And now he's gonna have his own prequel show.
That's right. Yeah.
No, I refuse to believe that. He is a jewel and a treasure, and has you're thinking of Homelander. That's what I heard. Is Homelander is the reason that Queen Maeve isn't in the show anymore.
I mean, sure,
because he bullied her.
Definitely talking about the supernatural guy. Really? No.
Yeah,
that's terrible.
Yeah.
So speaking of the Boys finale, what happened to Ashley? She injected herself with V,
and she becomes the brain.
She gets turned into something, but we never find out what.
No, that's going to be next season.
I know. I feel like this whole season was setting up next season. Like there was a lot of major things that happened, but in general, it was just kind of story arc progression and.
Well, but next season was confirmed as the last season. Yeah. I think. So when shows do that, I've noticed that they do this sort of epic setup for the grand finale.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
I did like the Venom powers at the end. That was fun.
Yeah.
So then, did we talk about me being right about Jeffrey Dean Morgan being all in?
Yes. No, we did talk about that last pod. Yeah,
it's been a minute.
Yeah. No, it has been. I think it's been a month since we've chatted.
Something like that. Yeah. I don't have the date stamp on my notes.
Yeah. But I love the reveal with Sage too at the end. How it was all part of her. That was like, yep. No, yeah. You kicking me out was all part of it.
Yeah.
Like I love that.
Yeah, was it though?
I know, right? Yeah.
It's an easy way to play it off. But somebody that lobotomizes themselves to get down with the Deep, I don't really word on it.
And I did love the reveal with Deep and Black Noir when they were walking through. No. Smart Sage was getting it on with Black Noir, and Sage is getting it on with the Deep. But oh man, yeah. So yeah, I have a feeling that Gen V will be a little more congruent with what's happening in terms of the Boys, since we got those two characters quite a bit in this season. Anyway,
yeah, especially towards the end there. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I'm excited for Gen V and season 5 for sure. So.
And the Soldier Boy spinoff.
Yeah, and your Soldier Boy spinoff. Yes, Joe. But let's get to the real meat of the watch list here.
Before we go any farther, wasn't there an announcement that Padalecki is going to be in the show also?
Yep.
Yeah.
The supernatural homeboy.
Yep.
There you go.
So
yeah.
They get to be dicks together.
Yeah.
Well, just Misha Collins and Mark Shepard, and we got the whole kit and caboodle.
All right.
There's a whole season.
Like some kind of magic dagger and some salt. That's all I know about it.
Yeah. And a car. Don't we need a car as well, I think?
Yeah, man.
Baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
Her name is Baby.
Her name is Baby. Yeah. But yeah, so moving on, let's move to House of the Dragon. That season 2 finished up, and it's been a while since, obviously a bunch of episodes have dropped since. I think the best one being the the
penultimate.
The penultimate episode where we get the dragon riders essentially getting their dragons.
Should have been the last episode.
Should have been the last one. 100%. Yeah, I think honestly,
I think swap those 2 episodes. That would have been perfect.
Yeah, the last. The very last scene of or the whole last sequence, I guess, of
the dragons
of episode 7 with Ulf riding through.
So the last episode, I take back that Ulf's my guy. Ulf's kind of a dick.
A little bit.
Well, they're setting him up to be a traitor. It looks like. So, did you watch the behind the scenes, Joe?
No, I haven't. I literally watched the last episode like 10 minutes before I jumped on here.
Through the season, have you been watching the behind the scenes show, the House of Dragons?
Not.
Oh my God, you have to. It's so fantastic. But the last one's only 20 minutes long. But they talk about the scene where he's more of those little birds or whatever. He ends up eating 30 quail or parts of 30 quail from all the takes they had to do.
Oh shit.
No.
They actually spend a decent amount of the 20-minute episode talking about the food that each actor ate because they had to do so many takes. And so the Adam of Hull he's the smart one that was like eating berries, pretending to eating just berries. So he had a couple flats of berries, but the other guy had to just eating little birds the whole time and ended up being like 30 quail.
Oh my God.
Oh man, that's crazy.
That's insane. Really though? I mean, I think quail might be actually tasty. Who knows?
Yeah, but 30 quail?
Right. Yeah.
They're quail. They're this big. Like,
Well, no, it was like the size of your hand, but still the parts of 30 quail. I mean, come on. We're getting down on a chicken wiening contest. Let's go.
Yeah.
We're going to send you to the Nationals, Joe.
All right.
But yeah, definitely watch that, the making of. It's fantastic.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. But the one part of the last episode that I did enjoy was the resolution of Damon finally coming to his senses in a way. The tree thing, getting the visions, and the reference of our story. Like, are they being too meta here, or are they just saying our story?
No, it's supposed to be like that. From what I've heard.
Okay.
But I also heard that they had scripted this season to be 10 episodes long, and they were told to make cuts. So for me, like, his turn towards the very end of the season is just super abrupt. Like, we know that the witch has been working on him for a while, Alice, right?
Yeah.
I love
Alice
her.
Rivers. Yeah.
And Aaron Hall has been working on him for a while. But then, like, it just felt a little forced towards the end, where now she's like, he's like, follow our queen, the sword raising scene, King of the North style. I did enjoy the what do they call the green men, whatever that little horned satyr was. There was like a brief moment when she brings him into the grove.
Yeah.
Satyr,
There's
Children of the Grove or whatever they're called.
And I had to watch that over again. I'm like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, exactly. I did the
same. Like, is this some Hannibal shit? Is that a Wendigo?
Yeah, right.
What's going on here?
I did the same double take that Matt Smith did, and I was like, what? Wait, what?
What was that? What?
But yeah, sorry. Go ahead, Annie. I don't want to step on.
No. I like I said, I do think it was when the guy from Rhaenyra's council comes and says, "Hey, what's going on here?" And he's like, "Yeah, this place will have you barking at the moon." So like, he knows. Obviously, he knows he was going nuts, and then just to have sort of Alice again, have him touch the tree, show him those visions, and for him to come around like that, for what that episode gave us, I thought that was the best part of the episode for sure. To know. Like, because he was the whole season, he was just kind of, no, I'm going to march on King's Landing and Rhaenyra can stand by me if she wants to, right? For him to come around like that, finally, I thought was good. Because, again, I think this whole season was about Rhaenyra thinking she has a chance at this. And it was always sort of, she's been getting sort of her foot stepped on in terms of her council not believing in her. And then... of her going to King's Landing and going to Alice, you got this wrong. He talked about the story, and she's like, "Nah, things are too far ahead. We're we're way past that now." And so like her just really not getting it to where finally she gets Jace has the idea. It's like, hey, there are more of us out there, that just aren't in this room. And we need to see if they, but then, and I did like his speech of, hey, if this does pan out, why am I still important? Like, why is this?
He brought up a very good point.
No, for sure. Yeah. That dude can pout though. Like that actor, he's got his pouty face down, man.
Dude, have you seen all the Zoolander comparisons?
Oh yeah.
The Zoolander memes were fantastic.
Yeah. So
I've got the black lung pop.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I do love Allison's just when she was like, that's it, I'm done. I'm going into the woods. I'm gonna like lay in a lake and figure my shit out, and then just
baptizing herself.
Nope, I'm done. Like
she said, "Fuck this shit. I'm going to bathe in the waters of Lake Minnetonka."
Exactly.
Yeah,
and like, apologize to my bestie.
Respect. That made me actually like that, and then the end of the episode where she goes to Rhaenyra and is just like, dude, come on.
Yeah, in the blue dress that she kind of the same colors that she had on when they were friends.
Right, dude. All right, Allison, I'm with you.
Yeah, but
I'm still team Rhaenyra, but
No, Rhaenyra said it best. She's like, it's too late.
Yeah.
Like, I have to take his fucking head. Like, it's cool that you feel bad and all, but this is your fault. You fucking did this.
Yeah. It's like King's Landing 2 months ago, and you basically told me to F off. Like,
right.
Come on. Yeah. So, so season 3 just going to be like battle after battle?
It better be.
Yeah, I know, right?
Because I really wanted something else here. I mean, the battle that they had in episode 4, the red dragon and the gold, that was my favorite episode up until the penultimate one,
right?
Just because of the amount of dragons we had, and then just the scale of the battle, 500 extras and that kind of thing. Like if you only watch one of the behind the scenes episodes, make it that one because it's fucking cool. They like set records for the number of guys they had on fire at one time.
That's right. Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and one thing that the finale did made me hate Christian Cole a little bit less.
I mean,
been hating that dude all season long, and finally you're just like, no, this dude actually gets it.
Well, finally.
Well, yeah.
Like, I'm glad people finally learn their lessons. Like,
yeah, no, for
sure. Be a fuckboy in a white cloak. That doesn't mean you're the saint. Like,
right? Yeah, yeah. So
I mean, the dude's name's Gwaine.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. What other?
I really loved the if we're talking episode 8, since that seems like what we're going for. I did really like the confrontation between. Is that Adam of Hull, the guy that's actually on the water still? No, Adam's the one that has silver.
Adam has the dragon. Alan of Hull.
Alan has
between him and Corlys, I thought that
between
was
him and his father. Like, do you know what hunger does to a boy? I'm like squirreling coppers to make it through the winter, and you're walking around with your heir with fur and sweetmeats and everything. It's like, and now you want to be involved now that all your heirs are gone. If I survive this, I'll do it as I've always done, alone. Like, woo, put him on blast.
Yep.
The Lannister.
Ship, I was gonna say Tywin, Tyrion, like. Never get his name.
Lord Tywin. It's Tylan. Yeah, gets his ass kicked in the mud, but then does a good enough job. She's like, I would like to breed with you.
Well, you're breeding with my wives.
No,
I love that.
Yeah, with my wives. Like,
damn.
How many wives do you have?
And isn't that some YouTuber turned actress?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, she was some YouTuber like recently turned actress and just totally killed that.
Sirocco.
Abigail
No, the name of the character.
Sirocco.
Yeah.
Really?
Like, the only way I knew how to pronounce that name is because it's the name of my first car.
Who has a Volkswagen Scirocco?
Yeah, trust me, I didn't want it. Scirocco.
I just gotta whisper it.
Maybe because I'm obsessed also with Critical Role. Like, once I saw her, I was like, it's Yasha. She reminds me of Yasha.
Oh, she'd be a good live action Yasha. Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Abigail Thorne is her name.
Oh,
and she is a YouTuber and now actress, apparently.
All right, well, Critical Role. Get her for Yasha.
Yeah.
Right. Did you see the leaked animation cells for 99?
Oh
yeah, that was cool. I don't think it was leaked like Deadpool was leaked.
Yeah.
Comic-Con.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks very cool.
That's pretty much the only thing I took from Comic-Con was Critical Role.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch any of it on purpose because I'm getting ready to start campaign 3. I did all the filler stuff in between. So getting ready to crack that one. That's already at 100 episodes now too. It's like, fuck, I can't catch up. Okay, doing a good job though. I went through the end of that section.
So where am I? I think I'm at like 121 of
Oh, you're close then. Yeah, because I think there's only
there's like 140, 130
something maybe. Yeah.
Oh, I'm close. I've only got 23-hour episodes left.
I don't think I actually don't think it's that long. 2 episode count. 141. I lied. The total runtime is 550 hours.
Don't tell me that.
Wow.
How many languages could we
have learned?
Yeah.
That's one campaign.
That's multiple advanced degrees, Joe.
Crazy.
It's so good.
You could be coding in 5 different languages.
Right.
So could you. Don't talk to me. So could
I
you.
can't do that, so no. Yeah, actually, I'd be worse. Oh, shit. I did that to myself.
You're further along than I am.
Yeah, but overall, House of the Dragon, fantastic. And again, another show that's going to cause all the collisions at the Emmy Awards.
Right. No, for sure.
Anywho.
Yeah, acting across the board is fantastic. Visual effects, obviously. I love the leaps and bounds of the dragons that we're getting. I mean,
yeah,
House of the Wyverns, technically, since they only have 2 legs. But you see the
push your glasses up, Nate. Come on, push your glasses.
Yeah,
actually, George R.R. Martin even spoke out about them taking liberties with the sigil. It's only supposed to have 2 legs instead of 4.
Right.
That literally happened.
Right. I know. Yeah. Worst sigil ever.
Worst sigil ever.
Yeah. I enjoyed it a lot. I'm excited to see the next series that they revealed, the Night of the
7 Kingdoms. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. About Duncan Egg. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, in general, fantastic TV.
Yeah.
I want 10 fucking episodes though.
I know, right? Up the budget, damn it. We'll watch it. Come on. I think I don't know. Did we talk about the Acolyte finale?
Yeah.
We did on a podcast? Okay.
I think so. Oh, okay. You know what? Maybe Joe didn't watch it yet.
No, I haven't watched anything past episode 3.
That's right. No, we did talk about that. Because we didn't want to spoil it, but she's like, don't worry about it.
Right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Not good. Anyway, not good. There we go. So that's it for the watch list.
No, I have some watch list appendix.
Please append, Nate.
Appending the watch list. So yeah, so we've got Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power season 2 at the end of the month.
Right. Yeah.
So starting our rewatch, and
Umbrella Academy coming up.
I didn't have my current setup when I watched it the first time, because fuck. I mean, I know it looks fantastic and sounds great, but Addie and I are just mesmerized by the show, and I've seen it.
Yeah.
She only made it through the first couple episodes, I think, before I just outpaced her because I couldn't wait.
Yeah.
So I think we're on episode 4 now, maybe, and we're both really back into it. It's fantastic. I really,
nice.
Unless you're a super purist and have an issue with what they're doing with it, it's just fantastic.
Yeah.
Just visually, at least. And then I also said we were watching The Rookie, which is great.
Yeah.
It gets very dramatic though, because
the
captain just got shot, and it was like a moment for Addie, like on the couch.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit. Yeah.
It definitely, one of our
favorite characters.
Yeah, that show definitely has its moments with that for sure. Yeah. But no, they definitely bring it around. It's such a good show.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, Nate Fillion's a treasure.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, Addie is actively rewatching The Vampire Diaries again. I told her she should be watching Supernatural if she's already watched it. She's like, Dad, I'm also reading the books and whatever. It's like, okay, you watch your vampire show. I'm going to watch mine. I won't see you for 24 hours.
Yeah.
The only reason that worked out is that she had a last minute sleepover happen.
Oh, nice.
I dropped her off and then was making dinner, started watching Vikings and was like, oh, wait. And then she goes up for,
yeah.
And then I went hard. on Interview with the Vampire. Yeah, like a sausage bursting in a campfire on Interview with the Vampire. Oof, I'm never gonna get that out of my head. What else? Mighty Nine Link we talked about. D&D's 50th anniversary is this year, and they did a big like a live show at Gen Con that had Karlach and Astarion, the actual voice actors, there on stage playing Karlach and Astarion from Baldur's Gate 3, with Brandon Lee Mulligan and another really famous D&D actress. Fantastic live action D&D stuff until they get into their first combat, and it turns out that it's just a on stage ad for the virtual tabletop that D&D is getting ready to come out with, but it didn't work right. And none of the people up there knew what they were doing, and the things didn't work. It was like the first hour of it is fantastic. Like there's a scene where, did you play Baldur's Gate 3, Andy? It's just
no,
Joe
I didn't.
It, right?
Yeah.
Joe, did you play it?
No, I haven't played it.
Oh, fuck me. I thought you played it. God, you would love this game so much. It's by the people that did Divinity Original Sin and Divinity 2 and a couple other things, but it's basically like a 5e D&D. It's like Baldur's Gate from back in the day, from decades ago, right? Top down, turn-based kind of thing. But these characters are fantastic and beloved by the community at this point. But anyway, there's this one scene where they do a thing, and the vendor's like, okay, you can have a pick of these potions, and there's like 6 or 7 of them. And as in her character, she's like, "Eeny, meeny, miny," and then gets interrupted. And Brandon Lee Mulligan, who is like up there with Matt Mercer as far as DMing and just a voice in the community, is like, once the incantation has begun, it cannot be stopped. And she's like, catch it, care. So out of context, it doesn't really make sense, but watch it if you have a couple hours to kill. It's pretty fun and then kind of tragic towards the end.
Yeah.
Let's see. Watched Axel F. Beverly Hills Cop 4 on our trip a little while ago. They have so many of the same music tracks from the original movie in it, and I was singing them.
Yeah,
all of them.
Yeah.
The only thing missing was his fucking laugh.
Right.
He literally. I didn't think that was his laugh. First of all, I guess it was Eddie Murphy's laugh. I thought he did it for Axel, but he literally. There was a thing I watched on YouTube about he literally changed his laugh because he didn't want to be known for just his laugh. It's like, fuck you. That is the character.
Yeah.
Like I do that laugh all the time. Unironically, I laugh like that a lot of the time.
Right. Yeah.
But it was fun. It was a little sad.
Yeah. For what it was worth for a Netflix movie, like it was, and it was good sort of nostalgia.
Yeah. But man, Judge Reinhold written hard.
Right.
And he's being held together with plastic surgery or something. Good Lord.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was fun.
Yeah.
We also, as a group, watched Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, which, aside from some of the off-color jokes, holds up. Still pretty fun. Yeah. Graphics are terrible, obviously, but
the
story is fantastic, and just the book report at the end is worth it.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Borderlands movie comes out this weekend.
That's right.
The new trailer they released at Comic-Con looks fucking fantastic.
It does, yeah.
It really, I was very worried. I'm still very worried. But with some of the interviews that I watched and some of the things that I've seen, I'm more cautiously optimistic.
Like I said, I had
Guardians vibes real hard. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Again,
I do like a lot of the stuff that Eli Roth puts out, and then it honestly, I think it does help that the developer was on set. Like the main guy from Gearbox was there. Like that makes a difference. It really does make a difference when you're, like if the director has would this character do this, or would this character do that, or how would they, and I forget what his name is, Brian something, but the guy from Gearbox could say, "Hey, no, make him do this," or he'd look at it like this, and even
the actors didn't enjoy that.
And
from what I've seen.
Yeah, and so they've been releasing character promos on social media, and Kevin Hart is doing the deadpan delivery. So I'm again, like you, Nate, cautiously optimistic that I think the character beats are going to be right, and as long as the story's good, this could be a great movie.
Yeah, and I think they're looking at it like this could be a great franchise
for sure,
because they're spending so much money on it. So they're not spending a lot of marketing money on it, which is unfortunate. But
yeah,
as a BioShock fan, fingers crossed for you guys.
Yeah, right, for real. Let's see. And then there was a little movie that came out the other day that I've seen twice. Deadpool and Wolverine, which I want to talk about so fucking much, but you fucking assholes
You've seen it twice already?
Yes, it's been out for 2 weeks. What do you mean already?
Yeah.
Has it been 2 weeks?
2 weeks on Thursday. Yes, 2 weeks.
So that's the discussion in my household right now is, do we take our 11-year-old to it?
100% yes.
And
that's just because I want you to see it.
Right. No, and so
and given your 11-year-old, I think it probably would be fine from what I've heard from Nate.
What are you trying to say?
So he's a little he is obsessed with Deadpool right now, but he hasn't seen any of the movies at all yet, right? And so, but right before this podcast, we found story time with Deadpool that they've been doing at California Disney's Adventure, which is
it's
really good.
Yeah, that just started up after the movie release too.
Yeah, it's really funny and it's done really well. And so and he sent a text out to the group that we would be going to see the movie with today to see if they all thought that he should see it. And the group overwhelmingly said yes. So I think Friday we are going to be those parents. Again, we watched much worse at 11.
Oh yeah, for sure.
For sure.
And it was a different world.
It was a different world back then, for sure, right? So, we are going to be those parents that take our 11-year-old to Deadpool.
Is this the first R-rated movie you will see with him in the theater?
Yes. So he's okay. So up until a while ago, he's been very squirmish about swearing. Okay.
Oh shit. Well,
I know. I know. Well, okay, but
oh wow. Okay.
Sorry, but living in my house, you hear it. Right. What happens, right? And then I have been playing Mortal Kombat.
Oh, nice.
And he has seen some of the more gruesome fatalities, right?
Be shocked if they don't add.
He was squirmish about blood for a while, but he's warming up.
Okay, well, this is going to be a baptism then.
Right. Yeah, by fire for sure.
That's the only reason this movie has an R rating. There's some innuendo. There's no overt sex like the other Deadpool movies.
Right.
There's a lot of hard innuendo, but it's all swearing and blood is the only reason for the rating. There was an article that was posted, or just a quick blurb that was like, total number of fucks dropped in the MCU before Deadpool 1. After Deadpool 146.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's not exaggerating at all.
Yeah. So some of this I just through being on the internet for the last 2 weeks, some of the smaller cameos have been spoiled for me, but if what is being said is being said, there's still a lot that is not a mystery yet.
I haven't gotten into the story.
You got
Thank you, Paul.
Thanks, host Paul. Spoilers.
I know
for people. What a fucking meta bullshit is that?
Yeah, I haven't had any story. I haven't had any story points spoiled, but I've had two big character cameos where I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I won't say anything then. Hopefully guys get a chance to watch it.
Yeah. I could say the actors if it makes any difference, but
well, no, because you don't want to cross spoil each other.
I have a feeling I like I said I've
do it.
I've heard quite a bit. Joe,
Okay.
Joe, do it.
Oh God,
Joe, do it.
Channing Tatum and
I heard that one.
Jennifer Garner.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Nate brushing his beard.
I'm just not going to say anything. I don't want to spoil it as much. Shit
well, and also now that we're talking about it, I take issue.
Stop talking.
Channing Tatum as Gambit.
Yeah, what? You guys don't know the story about this? He had a movie that was supposed to be made in like the 2000s. That's like one of his all-time favorite characters, and it sat in development hell for like a decade.
Yeah,
and so him and Ryan Reynolds really bonded over that fact, where they had this love of this icon, and it was like supposed to be put in production, and then.
Well, I was spoiled by Ryan Reynolds' tweet about like basically blowing smoke up Channing Tatum's skirt of like,
yeah.
how much he loves him as Gambit, and I'm like, wait, he's Gambit.
Yeah, you need to be blocking.
I didn't realize when I saw the Gambit was in it, and then I'm like, it's Channing Tatum. What?
Yeah, it's not your Remy from the animated series.
No, I am. But then I got Jennifer Garner as Elektra, which. I liked her as Elektra.
You really should have gone with us, Joe. That opening night thing was that weekend. It was so good. So
I wish I could have.
It was sold out too. I think that there was 10 or 12 tickets in that whole IMAX theater that didn't get sold. It was okay. So fantastic until the point we're at like almost the very end of the movie. And somebody accidentally hit the fire alarm out in the hallway.
No!
All the lights went on.
C-SPAN!
Well, we thought it was like, there's no way this is like super meta Deadpool something, right? Like we're going to get somebody walking in No, it was literally, we all had to file out. And by the time we all got out, then they turned us back around and pointed us back in when they figured out it was a false alarm. But then it took like a half hour for them to get back to where we were. And then back the movie up like 10 minutes before that. Thankfully, I didn't go back to my seat. I was just waiting at the top. And some people walked by and are like, oh, I'm so excited for this. And I went, whoa, they haven't finished our screening yet. Like it got stopped. If you're not from this movie before this, leave now because it's at the end. And they're like, oh my God, thank you so much. Yeah, that would have been a shitty.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Spoilers, but yeah, it's I can't say enough about it. It's my favorite Deadpool movie for sure.
Yeah.
All things considered. Given the totality of it, and it sets things up really nicely. So,
okay,
I'm excited.
Yeah,
Addie wants to see it again, so we might, before it's out of theaters, we might try and catch it again. It is offered in 3D, but it's nothing that you need to see in 3D.
Okay, so Jamie will throw up if we see a movie in 3D.
Oh well, there's barely any 3D in it, so
okay, all right,
yeah, but you definitely don't need to do
that.
No. What else did I have on my list? I think that was it. Yep.
I'm about to lose my battery here. Shoot.
You're not plugged in, Joven?
No.
Let's all go to the lobby.
Do you not have a plug? Go get a goddamn plug, Joe.
I'm getting it.
Fucking right.
I know.
Mute yourself, Mama Cass. Let's go.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Oh man.
What else? Yeah. So he'll love the movie.
Yeah, I'm sure he will.
Yeah. Blood and language are.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, two of us. So we'll. I'll let you guys know how that goes. How either good or bad. I feel.
You should do you have a voice recorder on your phone? You should talk on the way back and. A mini pod after it, like message from Drake's roost or something.
Right.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Did you play the Deadpool game that was on PS4? I think.
No. So we played the only Deadpool that we played was part of Lego Marvel Avengers. That was nice. And we unlocked Deadpool and Ladypool or Gwenpool in it.
Gwenpool, yeah, nice.
Yeah.
No, there's actually a really good Deadpool game that you could probably get for pennies now. That's
okay.
About as close as the comic book as you'll get in a video game. It's fantastic.
Okay.
Like run and gun kind of third person.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, it's really fun. You'd like it.
So it's on the consoles?
Yeah, PS4, I want to say.
Okay.
Maybe even PS3, geez. But yeah, I would just look on the PlayStation Store. It's probably, a couple bucks at this point.
Sure, yeah, for sure. Do you remember what it was called? Or
I'm pretty sure it was just Deadpool the game.
Okay.
Let's see. Deadpool PlayStation. Yeah, it looks like it's PlayStation 4.
Okay.
But just called Deadpool.
All right.
Littering and wow, Joe, you're gonna give me vertigo.
I know, right?
Currently unavailable. This is on Amazon. Yeah, you can probably just download it from the store.
Yeah, no, I'll check it out for sure.
Yeah, it's really fun. Oh, and on that point, did you see the special controllers they made for Deadpool and Wolverine for Xbox?
Oh, the
I saw those with the butts in the back.
The buttocks. Yeah, it's so funny. Apparently, it's legit, but you have to win it like in a contest. You can't buy it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What did I get swag wise? I got Best Friends Forever keychains for Addie and I. Half of it's Wolverine, half of it's Deadpool. She took the Deadpool. I was like, God damn. Okay. And then I got like the big drink cup with the head pool. Propeller,
nice.
Like guy on the top. I didn't get any of the big cool ones. Apparently, our theaters don't get the awesome AMC buckets or any of that stuff. But I have a 3D printer, so I can make whatever I want. They have all the files online already. So
nice.
Yeah, we'll do that.
That's awesome.
You got your back, Jobin?
Yep.
Sweet. Yeah, so that was it for me for the watch list. Joe, do you have anything else that you were watching that you want to throw in there?
Just Interview over and over and over.
No, Joe.
And Critical Role.
Yeah, there you go. Finish Critical Role. Don't go back to Supernatural and watch Scavenger's Reign. Okay.
Rick and Morty?
Did you watch the last season?
They finally have it on Hulu, so I'm starting to watch the final season, the non-Justin Roiland season.
Right. Yeah. The last episode is the premise of the episode. Makes me smile ear to ear.
Okay, I have to watch it.
Okay.
Oh man, it's so good. It's like the premise of the episode kills me, and it's so good.
Dope.
So I gotta see what episode I'm on. I think there was one that was back to the Citadel of Rick's storyline.
Right. Yeah.
I think that's where.
Yeah, please don't spoil anything.
Sorry.
No. It's
the season starts with the Die Hard episode, right?
Oh fuck.
Yeah?
That sounds fantastic.
Doesn't it?
I think so. Rick.
Yeah.
It's the
the Die Hard.
The Die Hard episode. Yeah.
Oh my god. Episode season 7. Oh no! That's season 6.
Oh, okay.
Season 6 is the Die Hard one.
Okay.
Season 7 starts with Mr. Poopy Butthole.
Oh yes. Yep.
Okay. And yeah, so I am, I think, to halfway through that season.
Okay.
But they do. Damn it! I don't want to spoil things, but there's you guys have to watch it.
Yeah. No, I got through it. I watched it when it came out.
On my list. Shut it.
I'll text you, Andy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, please.
Yourselves.
Please. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay.
All right. What next?
Marvel. Nate.
Can't talk about most of the news because you assholes haven't seen the movie. However, there's a couple things. What else? What do we have here? How to watch the Wolverine movies in order. No, I don't really care about that. They did release the Deadpool 3 soundtrack, which is fucking fantastic. There's not one but two Huey Lewis songs on it.
Oh, beautiful.
And it's great. Obviously there's actually, you know what? I'm not going to talk about it because that's part of the amazingness of the the movie if you haven't been spoiled on the track list yet.
I saw that come up on Spotify, and I was like, I'm not going to listen because I want to see the movie first.
It's real good, and the timing and the music that they choose is fantastic.
It's like Guardians of the Galaxy. The music goes with the movie.
Yeah, it's not quite as good as that soundtrack, but it makes it. It's really good. Let's see. There's a lot of Marvel Hall H stuff happening. Obviously, the biggest news to come out of that was Robert Downey Jr. is going to be Doctor Doom in Avengers 5.
So my question is, with the current state of Marvel affairs, is this Marvel saying that they can't sell an Avengers movie without Robert Downey Jr.?
No, come on. Although Robert Downey Jr. on the stage said, "New mask, same task." It's like, wait, saving the MCU? Is that what you mean? Because he started the MCU originally.
One thing they did say is that they, and again, I don't know if this is just sort of grandstanding in Hall H and whatnot, but they did say Victor Von Doom is RDJ, right? That's how they announced him.
Doctor Doom, yeah.
Right, yeah. But I heard that he might be a Tony Stark variant that turns into Doctor Doom.
Yeah, so this is a bunch. So initially I was super stoked and sent Addie the video, and we all both had the same reaction. Oh my God, if I can awesome. And then I was like, no, I don't know. Like Cillian Murphy, Henry Cavill. Give me, I'd cast Henry Cavill as Doom forever ago, and I just think he's probably not going to be that anymore. But there's a bunch of theories going around, like he could be a variant of Doom or Tony Stark or whatever, because there's Jesus. There's precedent in the comics where Doom becomes Iron Man and vice versa. Stark becomes Doom. And they had a version of Iron Man where he became what was it, Mystical Iron Man or something like that, where he got the powers of Sorcerer Supreme, which is basically what Doctor Doom is. Hyper technology meets magic. So there's a lot of stuff going around about it. And okay, cool. There's precedent in the comics. That's great.
Yeah.
I don't want. No.
Yeah.
It muddies great, but I don't want him back.
It muddies the water of his sacrifice in Endgame.
Well, if they don't bring him back as Iron Man, not really, but I don't. But there's so many other actors out there. Like
I know, but he cemented himself as Tony Stark. He cemented himself
for that performance, and he didn't.
And like I said, bringing him in another role absolutely muddies that water. Unless
we've done that with other people, other characters.
But unless he's like heavily made up, and like like if he could put on a truly transformative performance, and I do not see Tony Stark in RDJ.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it'll be tough, but Doctor Doom never takes his mask off, so there's a way to get around that potentially.
Yeah. Well, then why do you need to cast Robert Downey Jr.?
Exactly. Thank you. So the Doomsday is the name of the next movie, right? And so I'm not familiar with if there's a comic book equivalent to that, but my initial thoughts is they're going to kind of do what they were doing with the Council of Kangs and have a ton of different Dooms across different universes converging together, because Secret Wars is the next movie after that.
Yeah.
And so given the Fantastic Four movie coming up, Fantastic Four movie is coming up next year, and they're going to introduce. They'll probably introduce him in that movie.
He'll be the post-credit scene for sure.
Post-credit scene, or maybe in the movie. Who knows?
Yeah,
because we already know Galactus is going to be the bad guy in that movie.
So this is why I love the internet. All right, somebody analyzed the logo colors of the movie. So Avengers 4 Doomsday and Avengers 4 Secret Wars, right?
Yeah.
Have a very specific color palette, right?
Yep.
The Doomsday is green, right? And Doctor Doom wears that green cloak, right? Mm-hmm. And everything. So they figured that that's going to be Doomsday at his height, being very evil. But then the color palette for Secret Wars is red and yellow.
Oh, shut up.
Very Iron Man like, right?
Oh God.
But this is where this person was going. there is a Victor Von Doom variant that comes to the main Earth timeline, realizes the sacrifice that Tony Stark made, and takes up the mantle of Iron Man.
Right. Yep. Wow. Don't like it.
Muddy the waters.
Yeah. I mean, let it be the Ironheart. Let her fill the gap. You know, sure. She's not already, you know, it doesn't. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
They have an opportunity to do literally anything with the multiverse. Right. We don't need to follow the comics, and I don't need to have RDJ back in the MCU, because you're right.
I agree.
It doesn't. I mean, it doesn't necessarily cheapen his sacrifice, but it does like leave a bad taste in my mouth. Like, this is the best you could do,
right?
All the actors that are out there, all the writers that are out there. Like, I got 5 people in my right now that could do that, and I would love to see it. But
yeah, and there's a difference between like recasting somebody and then but using the same actor in the same universe. It's just like, come on, man.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. We'll just get Cavill as a Superman variant and we'll be done. Let's see. What else did I have on here? Fantastic Four official trailer released at SDCC with the Fantastic Car flying across the stage, which was kind of cool. I don't know if you guys watched any of these leaks.
Yeah, I did see that.
It looks great. The cast looks awesome together. I'm super excited for it. Next year we get it 2025, and it's fucking August already, so it's not that long away.
It's crazy, dude. Yeah,
years just evaporated. What else? We talked about RDJ. Did we talk about the Red Hulk? We did that last time.
We did. Yeah. We had to explain to Joe what was going on.
Yeah,
because I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, Harrison Ford hulked out on the panel too. There's screenshots of him like arms akimbo, like rah.
Nice.
Hulking out. That'll be interesting to see how they do that in the movie.
Yeah.
Let's see. Deadpool and Wolverine broke all kinds of records. It's shattered. I think it's what's the date on this?
Highest grossing R-rated.
Yeah, so it broke Passion of the Christ and something else's record for highest grossing R-rated film ever, but it also did $444 million in the opening weekend worldwide.
Wow, that's crazy.
Almost did $500 million in opening weekend.
Yeah,
that's fucking nuts. I'd love to see what the actual costs for this thing was, because it's crazy expensive. Okay, here we go. 13 box office records. Biggest R-rated opening ever. 132.4 domestically. Biggest opening in 2024.
Nice.
Interesting. 6th biggest opening in theater history. Wow.
Nice.
Oh, they passed Black Panther's opening weekend and the Avengers and Jurassic World. Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy. Okay.
That's crazy.
4th biggest superhero movie opening. Okay, that's getting a little detailed. New record for Ryan Reynolds. That's not going to help. Biggest opening weekend since No Way Home. Awesome. Highest July opening weekend ever.
That's really specific.
Yeah, right. R-rated Wednesday U.S.
on
box
even
office
numbered
record.
Years.
Here's a better one. R-rated Wednesday U.S. box office record.
Oh my goodness! Come on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just stop.
This is funny. What else do we have left here? Biggest Deadpool or X-Men movie ever. Yeah, we know. Okay, that's obvious. Highest rated grossing
movie
ever. Oh yeah, so highest grossing R-rated movie ever. Passion of the Christ was at 370. That's nuts.
That was the highest grossing R-rated movie ever.
Mm-hmm. Domestically.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I could think of like 8.
It's the third highest grossing R-rated movie ever globally.
Wow,
that's crazy. So let's see, The Matrix Reloaded, Deadpool, and Deadpool 2. It passed all of those. So Oppenheimer and 2019's Joker.
Yeah, I remember Joker had a big opening.
The highest globally rated R-rated films, or globally ranked R-rated films. Yeah, good shit. It's worth it. It's fucking fantastic. And I mean, I don't think it's a spoiler. Hugh Jackman gives a fucking fantastic performance in this movie.
Yeah.
Like, we'll have to talk about it because there's a lot going on in it. And it's real good. I'm sure I'm missing something, but I don't really have anything else. So.
Okay.
Little.
Fuck, I did miss.
What?
Damn it. David Harbour came out fully dressed as Red Guardian for when they debuted
right
footage of the Thunderbolts, and nobody else was dressed up. He's walking through the crowd at Hall H.
I love David
in
Harbour.
Character. I am the Red Guardian, and everybody else is just on stage standing there. He's like, "What? You guys didn't dress up?"
Yeah.
So yeah, that was it as far as Marvel goes.
Okay, that's great. One other juicy bit from San Diego Comic-Con was the next Mortal Kombat pack, which is giving us Ghostface, the T-1000, and Conan the Barbarian.
Oh shit!
Characters. Yeah.
That's awesome. When's the Deadpool and Wolverine pack? Because I might play.
Right. Yeah. No. But yeah. So that's exciting, and then they're extending the story as well. So there's a whole new story pack coming out for another $50. So.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you got to pay another $50 to get the rest of the story.
No thanks.
Which they did that with the last one. So I watched all the cutscenes on YouTube a week later.
Yeah.
So God. I got the story. Didn't have to pay. So
that's funny. I had a couple other things at a Comic-Con if we want to go. Sure.
Hit it.
Yeah. So I think I mentioned this before we started, but the new Transformers 1 movie that's in production right now, apparently Steve Buscemi is going to be Starscream, and that's the main villain.
Oh, that's amazing.
So nice. I'm excited to see how that goes. That. Yeah. It takes place 3 billion years before the previous Transformer movies. So cool.
Yeah.
Spawn movie got an enthusiastic update, confirmed its R rating. Jamie Foxx is still attached to it. Hopefully it's going to be fantastic. I love the original Spawn movie, even though it was kind of heavy with Leguizamo. But that was one of my favorite comics in the 90s. So good stuff. Apparently Mark Hamill is going to be in the SpongeBob SquarePants movie as a Flying Dutchman.
Nice.
The reveal was fantastic and hilarious. Watch it if you have a chance. The Search for SquarePants. That's the byline on that. Let's see. Did you guys see the final trailer for Alien Romulus?
But
amazing.
I've seen the viral marketing in the big cities, though.
Today. Yeah, in New York with the people and the facehuggers.
Yeah,
you guys need to watch this final trailer. It's fucking nuts. Like, there's a scene in Zero Gravity with alien blood floating around, and they have to pulse rifle away from it.
Oh wow!
Just that scene itself is fantastic. But we saw this trailer in front of Deadpool and Wolverine in IMAX, and it was Red Band version.
Oh wow! Okay.
It was good. Yeah, make sure you look up the Red Band trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good. Let's see. We talked about the new trailer for Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power, coming at the end of the month. So the new trailer for that came out. Also very good. It shows the elves getting their bling, so to speak. What else? I just saw a trailer for it's a horror movie out of Australia about a giant albino kangaroo killing people. For a minute, I thought it was. For a minute, I thought it was part of the evil Winnie the Pooh universe, but it's not. It's actually an independent movie. I think.
How the hell did I miss that?
I don't know, man. I saw it the other day and was like, "Wait, is this Kanga or whatever from Winnie the Pooh?" But it's not. It's also hilarious. So write it down, look it up. We talked about. Let's see. There's a new Dexter sequel series coming out with Michael C. Hall. Never watched the first one. Heard that was going to be great. Blumhouse's new movie got positive reactions from early screenings. So the Speak No Evil movie that's coming out.
That's right.
McAvoy is getting some positive press. Where is it? There's a Superman and Lois thing, but I'm not going to talk about that because I haven't seen any of the season. That's on my list. Where is it? There's a new Star Trek series, Section 31, coming out with Michelle Yeoh.
No, so that's going to be a movie, and there were a lot of great Star Trek bits that I did not talk about from San Diego Comic-Con. But so the Section 31 is a movie. So Michelle Yeoh is reprising her role from Discovery, where she was captain, but then they ended up bringing her alternate universe
evil universe. Remember Spock with the beard? So alternate universe Captain back, and she becomes basically the James Bond of the Starfleet Secret Service.
Oh, nice.
So Section 31 is Starfleet Secret Service, and they released a full trailer for that, which looks killer.
Looks really fun.
Yeah.
Let's see. We talked about this earlier, but Cape Crusader Batman premiere's first episode reveals Minnie Driver as the Penguin.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oswalda. They could have done better with the name.
Yeah.
Oswalda is pretty lazy.
Right.
If you guys haven't seen the most recent Penguin trailer.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that looks killer.
Oh, how is he not going to win every award? Colin Farrell as the Penguin. It doesn't look anything like him, first of all. But Jesus fuck, it literally reminds me of like Scarface and The Sopranos in golf.
Yeah.
Like it.
Yeah.
Looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Let's see. They announced that Fantastic Four is going to take place in an alternate retro-futuristic 1960s timeline. So that'll be interesting to see how they pull that off. That'll be fun to see what kind of steampunky kind of tech they get. And then the Hellboy Crooked Man trailer. Spooky as fuck. Have you guys seen this?
Yeah,
it looks like a low budget student film, but
right.
I want to see it, and it's scary as fuck. And Hellboy.
No, I'm all for it.
Makes me scared. So I want to see it. I can't wait. And the number one thing coming out of Comic-Con was the Lestat thing.
Those are the best horror movies. You know, and I think a decent Hellboy horror take is good. Should be well received.
I want to see more superhero based like horror things. Like if they're fucking scared, that scares me immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of stuff. That's what I got.
Nice. Anything else? No, it was a lot. We covered quite a bit.
Pea-suit.
Quite a bit. What did you guys think of Interview with the Vampire Season 2? Have you seen it yet? If you haven't, do what Nate did. Sit down, watch it all in 24 hours because that is the best way to take it. Let us know what you thought of it. Also, what did you guys think of House of the Dragon, The Boys?
Deadpool and
anything
Wolverine,
that we've talked about.
Those
Deadpool and Wolverine. Let us know. Don't spoil it for Joe and I. Well, you can spoil it for me after Friday because hopefully we'll see it and I will be a shittier father than I am today.
No, not possible. Wait, that came out wrong.
Right. Yeah. No.
Sorry.
I'm pretty shitty. So here we go. You can let us know on Facebook at the Rum and Regret Podcast. You can also find us on X at Rum_Regret. Joe, where can they find you?
At Joe Chickadee on all the socials or at joechickadee.com.
And Nate, where can they find you?
Yeah, Avid Gamer, AV1D Gamer on all the socials and your gaming platforms of choice. Haven't really been gaming much because I've been neck deep in Vampire.
Yeah. You can find me at Crazy Drake on Facebook, Andrew Drake on X. And until the next time, we have spoken. This is the last time we get to do this theme until it comes out again.
So what's your name?
By the long face, my pretty baby.
Oh, look, there's a goblet.
There's a goblet on the table. Can we get rid of the goblet, please?
Makeup. Do you really think I need that?
So, you see, you have my book there.
You're all on board, Nate. Is Lestat choking him there?
Yeah, it's like
or is it because he's not turned yet and he's actually just having like a...
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, wait. If his book is in his lap, then
the book has come out.
So yeah, why is he coughing if he's a vampire?
If he's a vampire, right?
Yeah,
I would think that that Lestat is making him choke on his words.
Yeah, but that timeline doesn't work out.
Here's the thing:
all these interviews are after the 80s. Like, this is all present day, talking about Bugattis and the stupid sunglasses and things like that.
I'm sure it will be explained.
Yeah,
I hope it will be explained.
Yeah, that's
because that was one thing. One of the things I kept reading about is like, wait, so why is Daniel choking?
Yeah. Because it has to be after this because the tattoo says Armand told the truth, right?
Yeah, so it's after.
How would they know about Armand if this wasn't after the events of Interview season 2?
Yeah, so, and I'm guessing they're gonna futz with the timeline because in the books, Lestat's whole music thing was in the 80s, but they could.
But obviously, with the Justin Bieber reference, it's
not, duh. Sorry, so that teaser isn't taking place in the 80s. That's present day.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
Okay, and there'll be flashbacks.
There you go.
Because they're talking about the thing. That makes more sense.
So.
Yeah.
Lestat's choking Daniel because he's being a dick.
Yeah.
Because Lestat's a dick.
He's referencing Hotel Transylvania. I do not say blah, blah, blah.
Right. That's a deep cut, Nate.